Ciao! Welcome back to a new video, ladies and gentlemen. We're once again back with another prediction video for Black Clover's next upcoming chapter 283. Black Clover last week surprised the world, showing Asta's brand new transformation, and boy, was it Asta sneezing last chapter. But with that said, we need to move forward and predict what is going to happen in next week's issue of the Black Clover manga, which for the release of this video should be out on Wednesday, which means the spoilers should be out, if they're not late, about 12 hours or less after the release of this video. If they are late, once again, we're going to have to wait for the Korean scans on Friday. SpyTrue might post them earlier. Of course, as soon as I get the leaks, I will do the leaks video as promised, as always. But guys, before we jump into the prediction, there is a few things we need to talk about. First of all, it has been revealed that this week Undead Unlock is going to get its color cover page for Weekly Shonen Jump. Next week it's Mashal. Now, why does this matter? Both of these series last month celebrated their 1 year anniversary, so this goes to show that their anniversaries are being celebrated the month after their actual anniversary. I don't know why Jump does this. I'm pretty sure they also did this last year, but logically speaking, with that set in mind, the Black Clover color cover page should be theoretically on the issue releasing the 29th of March. Now, obviously, ironically, this is also the day before the big major announcement, so they might actually delay it until the 5th of April. So the 6-year anniversary color cover page, which will most likely see Asta in his brand new transformation in color cover, center cover for Jump magazine, is most likely either going to be on the 29th of March or the 5th of April. Quote me on that. I will not be wrong on this. I do also want to point, guys, we're now brought the number down to only 61.8% of you who watch these videos are not subscribed. So if you're one of those people, click that subscribe button, guys. We are growing so much on this channel. Thank you all so much for all your support. And obviously, guys, the next official chapter and the live stream for Black Clover chapter 23 will be this Sunday, February 21st. You guys do not want to miss this week's chapter. But with that being said, let's just jump straight into Black Clover chapter 283 predictions. Alright, jumping straight into it, let's just start with the obvious giant elephant in the room and our first prediction for Black Clover's next upcoming chapter. Asta. Last week, Asta arrived and in one panel showed who is boss. We got to see Asta's full Devil Union transformation. Now, we don't know if there's going to be more in the future. If you're interested in that, go watch the Things Will Change video. But Asta arrived last chapter and he delivered. I wanted this to be clean. I wanted this to be a one-shot. And ladies and gentlemen, I got exactly what I wanted. Black Divider, Libe in the clouds, Asta one-shots. Asta literally obliterates this demon, slicing him cleanly in half. And the chapter ends with Gimodello appearing. Once again, Gimodello being with Asta, saying that Mr. Noct is gonna be in trouble if this keeps up. And Asta claims, okay, let's head for the Spade Kingdom. So starting off with our prediction for 283, I think I have seen this around a few times. Some people have predicted that we are going to actually follow Asta on his journey to the Spade Kingdom. He's gonna maybe stop at a few towns along the way. Obviously, we saw in chapter 280, I believe it was, all the demons are now roaming out. The Spade Kingdom resistance forces are obviously not going to be able to do anything. The Clover Kingdom is exhausted as hell, so obviously they're not going to be able to defend the other kingdoms. So there is a chance that Asta is going to stop along the way and pick up friends. This actually happened back in the Elf arc when the Black Bulls were traveling together towards the world capital. At each major stop, they picked up new people. They picked up Sally, Valtos, and Rades. At one point, they also picked up Finral, They also picked up, I think it was Vanessa and Luck. So at each major stage in the Elf arc, they did this. So the next chapter could be Asta journeying to the Spade Kingdom, and along the way he meets maybe I don't think he's gonna meet Noelle, unfortunately, but what if he meets Mars? Because theoretically Mars, Fanzel, and Ladros should also be present in this war, and they have so far been very, very much missing from this arc. So if Asta picks up Mars, Ladros, and Fanzel across the way, obviously he knows them, so it's gonna be an easy way to interact. And they travel to the Spade Kingdom together, because obviously Mars, Ladros, and Fanzel are gonna have a major point in this arc. Morris, is literally destroying the world, so obviously Mars, Ladros, and Fanzel are going to want to stop Morris. You know, their names sometimes get really confusing, but Morris, Mars, Ladros, and Fanzel. So obviously Asta picking up these guys along the way to go ahead towards the Spade Kingdom and stop Morris could be the plan. Now, that being said, we could jump to Noelle. Noelle has now been missing, I think the official tally is 17 chapters. The last chapter Noelle appeared in was chapter 265, and ever since then, Noelle is just who? And not only that, fuck Noelle, best girl, Sekre, is also been missing from this arc. Like, they have been obviously training with the elves, they've been training with Patry, to learn ultimate elvish magic to help them in this war arc. I thought we were gonna see their training in the anime, but obviously the anime is now ending episode 170, so we are not going to see their training in the anime. So maybe Tabata shows us a little bit of their training. Maybe it says 2 days ago, and we go back 2 days in time to see Noelle in volume 28. I do want to point out Black Clover chapter 282, in all accounts and speculations, was the last chapter of Black Clover volume 28 that started on chapter 273. Chapter 283, for all accounts and purposes, is chapter 1 of volume 29. So seeing Noelle for the start of a brand new volume is obviously going to be a very major point. Other than that, Mereoleona is still fighting the other ancient demon. One ancient demon is being defeated. I don't expect Asta to help Mereoleona. I expect Mereoleona to be able to defeat it, or at the very least, get help from Raya. Yo, I don't know about you, but the Raya and Mereoleona team up has been one of my biggest ships in Black Clover. Raya and Mereoleona literally go so well together. It's like fire and ice. They both like to fight. They both are like super strong in their own perspective. So Raya coming in to help Mereoleona defeat the ancient demon, I would absolutely be down for it. I know Raya has been reincarnated into a 15-year-old's body, but I mean, Sally can always age Raya's body up, right? And Mereoleona as well. Mereoleona's like only in her 20s or something. Actually, don't quote me on that. I have no idea how old Mereoleona is. Actually, I literally don't know how old Mereoleona is. But other than that, obviously for the last prediction, the 3 major, arguably strongest captains in the Black Cloververse have been missing. Noelle, Dorothy Unsworth, and Fuguelion have all been missing this arc. Lilith and Nahama are now doing absolute destruction. Noct is on his like pretty much dying last breath, and Charlotte is losing to Vonica. I expect Dorothy, Noelle, and Fuguelion to finally make their move. I expect this was part of Noct's plan to leave out the 3 strongest captains, so when they need help, Noct is going to tell those 3 captains to go where they go. I expect Noelle and Fuguelion to help Noct against Lilith and Nahama. Noelle and Fuguelion have been rivals, and their team up fight together has been foreshadowed for the absolute longest time in the history, but we have never gotten a Noelle and Fuguelion team up. Getting a Noelle and Fuguelion team up versus the Devils, Lilith and Nahama, I'm absolutely all for this. Please, heaven, our Lord and Jesus Christ, give me the Noelle and Fuguelion team up. Obviously, Yuno is fighting Xenon. I feel like that fight is very much more even. Yuno was obliterating him when he was at 70%, so now that Xenon's at 100%, I expect that fight to go more fair. Charlotte still does have Rill against Vonica, but Rill doesn't seem to be doing much, so I really hope Rill gets his moment to shine. But other than that, Dorothy, I expect Dorothy to help against Megicula, because obviously Dorothy has a grudge against Megicula for everything. We still don't know what child Aesir Silver saved, but there is a small theory, keep this in the back of your mind, that the child Aesir saved was Dorothy Unsworth. Now remember, Dorothy is 26, I think, or 27 or 23, don't quote me on that, but 17 years ago, before the start of this story, she would have been around the age of 10 or 9 or 8, don't quote me exactly on what her age is. So a lot of people are speculating that Dorothy is actually the child Aesir saved. That's why Dorothy knows about Megicula. So I don't know, keep that in mind. Other than that, guys, what do you think is going to happen in the next upcoming Black Clover chapter 283? Are you going to be there on Sunday's live stream? Do you think 283 is going to be awesome? Do you think we'll get Asta? Do you think we'll get Mars? Do you think we'll get Noelle? Who do you think we will get in Black Clover's next upcoming chapter 283? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. My name is Jimmy, as always. Peace.